Alright, hello fellow viewers and welcome back to yet another live stream. And because it is Friday, I thought to myself, okay, let's use this second chance, or well, third, fourth, you name it, chance, or just this additional chance to try and get a square shiny Feebas. I have gotten the star shiny Feebas to appear on this save file, but as of now, still no shiny square shiny Feebas. So let's change that. That would be neat. The frame that I need is 4188. This is the German Ruby game that I use for the shiny only challenge, and without any further ado, let's start. And I see I still have some audio issues. I did not hear Eontimer go, so sorry about that, the late start. There was just no audio for some reason. And I just gotta remember to select the super rod again, so that I have to simply press select. That doesn't waste too much time. Hey there Max Power, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? And you too, Iveda and Philip Farrell, welcome back to the stream, I hope you guys are doing good. Hey there 7 Apples, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? And you too, Decepticon AI, welcome back, it's party time. Oh, you bet. So, how is everyone doing tonight? Hopefully good. I did have a melancholic day, I have to say. Maybe some of you can, those of you who are very empathetic or have high social intelligence or just have high affinity for other people's emotions. Maybe you can already tell by the tone of my voice, you can maybe pick up that today I wasn't really the happiest, but okay, now Eontimer, the sound works, but the visual cue doesn't. Wonderful. I forgot to set the rod again, didn't I? Yep. Oh well, it's not like this wastes too much time. Ah, there we go. That's easy. And of course on this save file, the Latios that is roaming is shiny. So maybe we can just as a extra, or should we maybe not do this? I think I'll let you decide. If we do get the shiny Feebas really early, if we should go for the roamer Latios. I mean, I successfully RNG'd it to be shiny, but I haven't caught it yet. Doing good, got to reconnect with a friend today. Oh, that's wonderful. I need to do that as well. There's a lot of friends that I haven't seen in person for a month. But because of my, just in real life, I am really busy, I'm moving and a lot of things are changing in my life right now. Oh come on, Eontimer, what's wrong with you? And sometimes that's just the case with, especially when you're an adult, sometimes you can just see some friends maybe once or twice a year. I mean, you better get used to it. That's a very unfortunate reality for a lot of us. Alright. Okay, another text box. Another one, okay. Sorry to hear about the sadness. Yeah, for some reason, have you ever had that where... Oh, hey there, Kaiser Kamazin. Welcome back to the stream, how you doing? So, did you ever have that moment where you know, I've lost a pet due to an accident as a kid, teenager, and I'm still grieving today, even though it's been over a decade, but I don't know, I had a dream where I saw that pet again in the dream, and now the day just has been very melancholic and Yeah, you know, just some old grief just coming up, unfortunately. Eontimer? Can you please work like I want you to? I never select a tick, I always want the pop sound. Ah, there we go. That's what I want. Hope you're doing good, Kaiser Kamazin. Right, the select button is still for the bike now. Alright, so the rod cast was unsuccessful. Just gonna select the rod now so that I don't have to do that later, and then I'm gonna try again. There we go. You're doing alright? It's pretty cold here now. We are in the negative degrees, which I have to say I'm not a fan of, but I mean, I can't be in denial any longer. The winter is coming and I need to brace myself, as a meme saying, internet saying goes. But it's just depressing now with days just being over at 15, or just the sun setting at 16 or 17. It's just, that makes me really sad. Really not a fan of that. Even though I know it's just an astronomical process. But still, I am unfortunately one of those who have, apparently it's called seasonal depression. I was going to say something when I joined, but I completely forgot. Did God delete your action in Sims? Yeah, that sometimes I have that, especially when I think of a bajillion things at the same time, and then because I held all of that in my brain, I just forgot something else that I was doing while thinking of that. Happens a lot. That sounds rough, sorry. I haven't experienced that type of grief. Well, I'm happy that you haven't gone through that, because I don't wish that upon anyone. And because it's also kind of mean when people dismiss it because it was a goldfish. But to me, that doesn't make a difference. I don't see cats or dogs or goldfish or snakes or whatever pet you may have. I don't see one as more important than the other. At least not intrinsically. I don't think that exists in the universe. I am not more important than any other clump of atoms that might exist somewhere in space-time. Yes, I'm conscious, and yes, I'm a very rare, very specific alignment of very specific elements that you usually, or at least to our knowledge, you can only find on planet Earth in this universe. So I'm really freaking rare. But still, I'm not more important than any other bunch of matter. And we give importance, let's say human value, that's something our minds, our consciousnesses, are, maybe if you want to call it that, our souls came up with. Doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, but what I'm saying is it doesn't inherently exist. And I always took that very seriously when someone was grieving because they lost a pet, and then when it wasn't a dog or a cat, where people usually go, oh, that's really terrible, but like a hamster or something. Maybe, what do I know? Who am I to judge? Maybe they love that hamster like a son or a daughter. And I can empathize with that. It's really mean when you just dismiss that because it's not a commonly adored animal. At least your depression is seasonal, mine is chronic. No, I got the double deluxe premium package. I got seasonal depression and chronic depression. So, yeah. Sucks, but oh well. Funny talk about goldfish you're catching Feebas right now. Yeah, kind of morbid, although I don't... Well, morbid. This fish is gonna get spoiled. This virtual fish. But, yeah, I mean, I don't pick the nightmares. No, it wasn't a nightmare. It was just... You know, you see that animal again as if it was really in front of you, and then you just realize how much you miss it, essentially. And I just realized I have not, as of yet, pinged the Discord. I forgot about that. Feebas is based on a bass, right? So, well, that's not a goldfish per se. A goldfish would be a carp. So Magikarp would be closer to a actual goldfish. And then it becomes a sea serpent. But yeah, the universe has a way of being very dark comedy like. Time to ping. Hope you had a better day though. I mean, I do feel better now. And also just playing a game that also, and chatting with you, helps to keep a mind off of things. It's shaped more like a goldfish than a bass, no? Yeah, it is, but kind of looks like some kind of... I mean, there's some marine fish that looks a lot like Feebas. I don't know the scientific name because I don't remember. Just especially the fins, how they're more segregated, or they have a different color. And they look a bit more rough or coarse. I remember there being a marine fish that kind of looks like Feebas in that way. Looks torn and worn. Hey there, Classic, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? What do you mean your idea didn't work? Well, you need to elaborate which idea and how come it didn't work. I mean, at least you tried it out. Which all good scientists do. Hopefully you had a good day, Classic. Oh, in Tears of the Kingdom, yeah, what you were talking about yesterday. Ah, that's unfortunate. That would have been cool. I would have liked to see that. But to be fair, you can still try something else. I mean, to be fair, I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom myself. But if it's anything like Breath of the Wild, then the possibilities are nigh endless. Okay, that is the transition animation I want to see, but unfortunately no shiny. And that rhymed. My idea was to attach a fan to the back of my missile to slowly give it a boost into the enemy before locking on and flying at them. Okay, yeah, that would be very MacGyverish, but very cool as well. Try and believe me, I have a backup plan. Oh, I do want to see. What's your backup plan then? I mean, as I said before, if it's anything like the other game, the first game, Breath of the Wild, if it's anything like that one, then you can get really creative. I like how that game, it really sold well, and now we already have multiple video games that aim to kind of, let's say, not copy Breath of the Wild, but it comes really close in spirit. Just like Minecraft did that as well. So many games just took a lot of, let's say, inspiration from Minecraft. Whew, that tea is way too hot. Oof. Okay, thankfully I did not burn my tongue. Because that sucks when you have a spot on your tongue that where you can't really taste or feel anything for 3 weeks. You know, because you burned it. That really is annoying. Hey there, Feebas. I want the purple you though. I'm gonna use stabilizers to separate the components so they can work separately. I've seen someone do something similar, so maybe it'll work. Well, good luck. And if it does work, I would like to see the results. And I failed this fish, alright? Hey there, Alex, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Going for the shiny square Feebas now. And yesterday, might as well show it, I managed to get the shiny square Rayquaza. And also the roaming Latios on this save file is now shiny. And I failed the fishing again. Wonderful. So yeah, let's hope I do get at least one square shiny Feebas. That would be neat. Okay, gonna do the reset again. So you're gonna hear that boop, boop, boop a lot. Love how I dedicated myself to make a missile in a game with swords and bows instead of doing anything productive. That's just the human mind. I mean, just embrace it. It's still going into human creativity. So don't shame yourself. It's natural that humans do something like this. And you don't always need to contribute 100% of the time. I actually think that's kind of a toxic mindset. Because it puts extreme pressure on people all the time. Sometimes that just contributing all the time is just not possible. Of course, that doesn't mean that I encourage you to do nothing all day and never contribute anything, but I think you know what I'm trying to get at. Okay, that transition is not good. Yeah. Feebas, you should be purple. Think I'm okay, but it is hard to trust myself with this amount of sleep. Oh boy, so is it the low amount of sleep or the high amount of sleep? The annoying part is testing them because I have to fight and usually fight hordes, which is just annoying. Oh, that's fair. So I can't just do goofy amounts of everything. That's understandable. Oh jeez. Just kicked the box here. Clumsy me. I'm also assuming low amount, but I do know some people who, when they sleep a lot, they become apparently more hazy and less fit in the brain. Apparently. I mean, I can definitely see why. Sometimes if you oversleep, you're just really groggy. High amount of sleep, what a funny joke. I guess that settles that. Yeah, I mean, that was my first pick as well. What is sleep a lot? Oh yeah, it's not really like Sir Mix-a-Lot, but it's apparently as rare as a perfect diamond. I have no idea what you're talking about. I do hope you get a good night's sleep and not just one, as many as you need. I wish every human could have that. Of course, remember, during these streams, I can also get a shiny Carvania by mistake. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. I also was sneezing the whole day due to dust. That was, it sucks if you have a dust allergy. Back to inventing. What is this sleep that you speak of? 7 apples over here is just constantly conscious. He doesn't know what sleep is. He just, when it's night, he just sits on his bed and he waits. It is weird though with sleep, just the concept of us having a dedicated room for that, and then just even a dedicated furniture and dedicated clothes. And then we just lie down and lose consciousness for a couple of hours, and then we're back. Like someone turns us on again. An air purifier might help. Do you have a good recommendation? Actually thinking of getting one because, especially because we're moving. And I mean, I really was sneezing almost the whole day. Just finish my sessions for today. Feel something like a derealization. Oh god, that's not nice. I mean, all the derealizations I had were really scary. Or just, I know, you can't even really find the words to describe it to someone, especially when that person has never gone through a episode of derealization. And no, you don't have to be nuts to go through one. That's not like a complete delusion where you see something that's not there. It's just like a feeling you feel as if you're a third person view, but the signal that you get from your brain is a first person view, but you feel in third person. It's very strange. Feels like you're beside yourself. I mean, I never was a fan of that. Appears with anxiety sometimes, and sometimes when you're half sleeping, feeling like I'm in a computer game. Yeah, it feels weird, doesn't it? And it's just so bizarre to describe, and sometimes people think, because of the way I describe it, people think, okay, that's just made up, but no. Derealization is something that can happen. Yeah, if you know, you know, but I'm not afraid of it. I mean, I'm not afraid of it, but if you would push a button that puts me into that state and you say, oh, I'm gonna push it now, I'm definitely gonna say, please, no. I don't want that. It's not nice. I'm not afraid of it, but it is... Does it make sense? I'm not afraid of it, but it's still a scary experience. Sometimes it comes really randomly, like you're just grocery shopping and then you have a derealization event going on in your head, and then you're just still grasping the fact that you're somehow a conscious being. It's weird. I just wanted to buy some eggs and milk. Why are you doing this to me, brain? It's a blood moon, incredible. Oh boy, well then at least you got a lot of entities to test your new stuff on. Right. Not good transition. I want the shiny. When I had anxiety about 10 years ago as a student, I got my music player and walk through the city listening to music, imagining I'm in a music video, enjoying this feeling. I still do that, just listening to music while thinking of stuff. Not necessarily making a music video in my head, even though that I do sometimes still as well. To be fair though, I tend to be a maladaptive daydreamer, which combined with my overthinking isn't really that neat sometimes. I mean, I can get stuck in imaginary scenarios for way too long. I mean, I still function and you can talk to me and all that, but it does waste a lot of brain resources, so to speak. But I'm doing that a lot with just listening to music and then going through whatever scenarios in my head. Wonderful. Adventure music. So all the Americans, how was your Thanksgiving? Or, I mean, Kaiser's here. Is anyone else here American? I know Max Power, you are Canadian, which you don't have Thanksgiving, as far as I know. Sitting in quietness is also good. Yes, although sometimes it's not as nice as... it really depends on where. Like in a sauna or in a spa, when you sit in silence, it's neat because I can really put my mind off, because at the same time, while it's a silent environment, I also have neat or at least comfortable sensory experiences. So that makes it the process of just enjoying the silence and the quietness easier. If you put me in a white room with just white walls and no mirror or no mirrors, no windows, no anything, and it would be quiet, I don't think I would be able to calm down as much in a room like this. Does that make sense? Really does depend on other stuff, but yeah, I do value quietness. I do understand old people when they work for 40 years and then in the end they just want to have their quiet days. I mean, I'm not that old, but I do understand. No, we do not have Thanksgiving. It's in 11 months. Oh, you do have Thanksgiving. It's in 11 months, yeah, because the one of this year is over now. I hope your Thanksgiving was neat. 7 apples. Oh, you did it classic? I'm sorry, please excuse me for this, but you do understand when I say pics, please? As in pics, so it didn't happen? No, I do believe that it happened. I just am very curious and I like to see. Might as well say tomorrow there will be no stream. I will go to a loved one's birthday party. And that will go probably until 2 AM or something. And I do like to go there. Canadian Thanksgiving falls in October, if I recall correctly. Ah, so not in November. Interesting. I do wonder why. Does have to have some cultural reason. Hang on, I have to do some testing to make sure it's efficient. Excellent use of the scientific method. So then next week I could start with the square shiny Latios, Southern Island Latios hunt on Sapphire. And then after that another square shiny Rayquaza. That means I'm gonna have two. And then of course on Christmas that would be the 25th, not the 24th. Because on the 24th I'm actually invited to eat with family. Like have a huge feast. But on the 25th next month, that is also still Christmas, I will be doing a bigger giveaway. So you can get in line in the stream and you will tell me which shiny you would like to have. And I'll try to copy them as quickly as I can. And then I'm gonna trade them. So until then, make sure that either you have Pokemon Sword and Shield or any of the other Switch games. Pokemon Switch games, of course. Scarlet and Violet would also work. Or Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, depending on the shiny. Alright, 3 seconds. Alright, good. Unfortunately not what I'm looking for. And if you have a 3DS, I think that would also be neat to trade over that. As in trade via the DS and 3DS games. You just need to know that these servers for these games, they are now long since offline. So you do need to hack your 3DS and go through Pretendo. So that's a very, very genius name. It's fan-made pirate Nintendo servers that pretend, to be Nintendo servers. And through that way you can actually trade online. So until then, maybe mark that on your calendar, I don't know. But that is definitely gonna be, I mean, I'm just gonna do it the whole several hours, as long as I can. And I do plan on giving away as many shinies as I can. And of course, make sure that first you have software to trade or the necessary hacks in the case of a 3DS. And also make sure that you have Pokemon cards so that you can trade stuff with me. Of course, I don't really care what you give me. Hey there, Ahmed. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Had a good Thanksgiving. Had to bring in a third fridge for all the leftovers. That's a good thing, you know, keeping the leftovers and eating them. Be ashamed to throw away that food. That's on my bucket list though in life. I wanna have a Thanksgiving with an American family once. And I do have family in the US. So maybe, who knows. I've heard many people having nice memories of that. Of course, I also heard the opposite of people having really not traumatizing but fallouts with family members. Especially this year, I've seen so many people talk about that. And just being in no contact with family members. And this Thanksgiving having been one of the most loneliest that they've ever gone through. When would that be? Keep forgetting. The giveaway? That would be on the 25th. So hopefully until then. Also, I'm gonna the epilogue. I ordered that because viewers of mine have told me that's a good thing to have. To basically allows you to connect your Game Boy cartridge save file to your computer. You can also play your actual Game Boy games on your computer that way. But it's also good, and then I can finally, at the very least through that, send you the save file with the shinies. Because for some reason the Wii app that I have on my homebrewed Wii, that one just doesn't take the save file from my Game Boy game. I don't know why. It just doesn't work. It should work though. Really awaiting my epilogue. I've ordered it on the this month, and still I haven't been given a shipping notice, but I'm really impatient for that. Was fighting promised consort Radan and beat him for the third time. Nice. A new strategy or same as you always do? What US state? You mean where I have family? Illinois, I think. Yeah, looks like Illinois. I'm gonna look at my ancestry app. And I mean, I do know that family of mine back then fled from the Second World War, and they went to Maryland, but they don't seem to be in Maryland anymore. I would probably need a list of stuff that's required in Discord, to be honest. My airhead self would forget. No, that's no problem. That's alright. I think I'm gonna do a couple of announcements and reminders where people, or just links that jeez, voice why always failing me during the stream. But yeah, things help to install that on the 3DS. But you don't need to do it on the 3DS if you do have a Switch, Ivera, and I do know that you have one. I forgot if you have Sword and Shield. I do know you have Scarlet and Violet and Legends of Arceus, right? So any of them should work. It's getting really cold these days. Same, Amit, same. Although I do wonder what you think is cold in Iraq. I mean, here right now it's -1 degrees Celsius. Which, yeah, it's pretty cold. Really appreciate it. Of course, I'm gonna do that. And until then, I do need to finish that menu of mine, or just have a somewhat comprehensible list of shinies that I can give away. Because some have asked me for a shiny Eevee, and as much as I wish I had a shiny Eevee right now to clone and give away, I don't. I still haven't figured out RNG manipulation of eggs in Generation 3. Keep messing up. And right now, because I have so many real life things going on, I kind of always forget doing it again, or just checking what I might have done wrong. But yeah, of course, just because I don't have a shiny Eevee now doesn't mean I won't have one at a later point. After all, Leaf Green is one of these games that I do want to do a shiny only challenge. We have 2 working Switch. All Pokemon games from Switch we have to. Well, that will be really easy then. Because if we trade over Pokemon Home, that will be... I mean, it limits 10 trades per day per friend. It's kind of annoying. Or no, just 10 friend trades a day, which is really... that sucks, because it's very often that I trade with one of my patrons and then it's already full for that day, unfortunately. So it would be best if we traded over something like Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet or Legends of Arceus. Although I don't know if you can trade online with that software. It's not so much if you have them, it's literally which one you prefer. But I also would say which one you prefer, and because you do already have a Switch with the Pokemon games, I think I would say that in your case that would be the easiest route. I mean, I already know what Philip Farrell, he definitely wants a a shiny Sunkern, and that much I know. That much I am very certain. Same strategy, ain't no way I'm beating that a-hole without using an Anspur Rapier. Oh, is that not that kind of weird weapon? Literally don't use this weapon the whole game, but as soon as I fight Promised Consort Radan, I bust out the Rapier. What kind of weapon is that again? Remind me. I know this is maybe a bit random or a tangent, but like stiletto heels? The word stiletto does not come from the heels or the kind of shoe. It comes apparently from a stabbing knife from Italy, which is called a stiletto. Have you ever explained how it is that you're able to trade? As in how I'm able to bring these Game Boy Advance Pokemon games to the modern games? Well, the thing is, I do have the necessary software and hardware to do that. And the way I do it is I use my Pokemon Pearl or my Pokemon Heart Gold with a DS that can hold a DS game and a GBA game at the same time. So that would either be a DS Fat, so the first DS model, or a DS Lite. And then you just transfer them over, and then from Heart Gold or Pearl I transfer them over to Generation 5. So usually I use my Black, and then from Black I put my Pokemon Black in my 3DS, in my new 3DS where I have my Pokemon Bank on it. And then I transfer those to Pokemon Bank, and then from Pokemon Bank to Pokemon Home. That's how I do it. That's actually the legit way of doing it. I might also add. And they all go through. I've never had a problem. Even shinies that have been just duplicates, so complete clones, with same attacks, same EV spreads and all, same level, they all go through. Home sees them as completely legit. The Deoxys goes through, the shiny Mew goes through, the shiny Ho-Oh and Lugia also go through. Also today I did the genocide run in Elden Ring, and let me tell you, seeing all the nice NPCs getting murdered by myself made me feel that regret and pain. I literally felt so bad. Well, that's a good thing though. I mean, I would feel the same, Amit. That's why I wouldn't like such a playthrough. But of course, as opposed to, you know, an actual genocide, luckily this is just a game where no one actually has to suffer. And yet the depiction of that act is already very vile and evokes a emotional reaction. Turns out Luxembourg is colder than the Netherlands, even though Luxembourg is closer to the equator. Relatively closer to the equator, yes, true. Is Luxembourg colder on average? I mean, we're not known to have the best weather, unfortunately, and that's true. I can attest to that. But I never thought that Luxembourg would be colder on average than the Netherlands, because the Netherlands has a beachfront, so they get the northern sea winds, and I thought that would maybe in the winter make them a bit colder. Maybe a little bit. Philip needs to send me a couple of months to finish the decks in home to get the shiny Meluetta, and we are procrastinating because, you know, I do have the you know what's bothering me? I do have the complete decks in home, and I for some reason do not get the shiny Meluetta. I don't understand. Is that because most of my Pokemon are from Pokemon Bank? But I do have every single Pokemon except for Pecharunt, however you pronounce that name. That one I don't have yet. But usually mythicals don't count. Shield or Scarlet Violet would be fine. Sword, no can do because it's currently shiny hunting a Reggie. Ah, I see, that's fair. Then, yeah, I think then Shield. Scarlet and Violet, then I would need to, I don't know how long it takes for you to be able to trade on that. But I don't have a save file as of yet, so... Because I did want to do a blind playthrough live. Still need to figure out how I do the Elgato thing with OBS. Because of that stupid can't find the HDMI thing. Hopefully I'll get that sorted out before. Yeah, I bring it through the gens, exactly. It's kind of making a little voyage through the games. I know why I keep forgetting to use actual games. I mean, a lot of shiny hunters or just general streamers use emulated games. And I can't exactly fault them for that, because real games cost a lot, and I mean, just that GameCube with the Game Boy player and the disc, that already, if you want to buy that, I have like 500 euros sitting here with the Emerald cartridge and the Ruby cartridges and the Sapphire cartridges and the Game Boy player and the disc alone. They are worth 100 euro each. Of course, with some of these things I'm lucky because I got them as a kid and I still have them. But I do see why I am in that regard the minority. Getting these things is pretty tough. My OCD won't let me work. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, fish. You should bite now, fish. There we go, fish. The rapier is a classic English sword that is very straight and very good to penetrate enemies, and it also has a very unique handle. It's a sword that they use in duels in Olympics. Okay, which duels in Olympics? You check in on the phone. Also, they have to be from Scarlet or Violet, otherwise they don't count. I did check it on the phone, yes. Oh, they have to be from Scarlet or Violet. So what happens when I put them on Scarlet and Violet and then take them over to home again? That really sucks. Sometimes I feel so twisted that I will forget about my morals and strongly believe instead of embrace every awful thing my true self would hate, and I hate it. I think everyone has to face some aspect of their dark side at one point. But just feeling things is different than doing the things, you know? Fairly certain it's just Paldi Index. So Kitakami, Pachoront and Blueberry Academy, Terrapagos don't count. I do have Terrapagos though. But yeah, the Pachoront is the only one I don't have. First town, I think. Like as you're heading to the academy at the very beginning of the game, you get a Pokemon Center that allows it. Okay. Come on, Fish Sparkle indeed. Doesn't count because it wasn't caught in... Oh my god, that is indeed a pain. Really? I mean, come on game. Come on Pokemon Home. I have all the Pokemon, I mean, shouldn't that just count? Eontimer, that wasn't 6 beeps. There we go. So I should be able to just make a quick save file, Scarlet and Violet, and then use that just for trading. How is it with Legends of Arceus? You can trade really quickly in that game, or can you trade over the internet? Because my husband does have a Legends of Arceus save file that I could also use. Luckily I think the OT doesn't have to be you, like say if you were to transfer Sunkern over that you read in Violet, it would register. Well, at least there's that, it doesn't need to be my OT. Hey there Dash Chef, welcome to the stream, how you doing? What needs to be caught? I have Violet and the DLC. Right, so Arceus you can trade, or Arceus, sorry, you can trade online. Okay, good. Then I can just quickly make a save file and trade. I'm just gonna try the other frame, not that it really changes anything, but sometimes just switching things up helps. As in what needs to be caught, I don't care, you can catch anything and then I mean, you just have to pick which shinies you'd like. Gonna try to make a comprehensive list. But there are certain picks that I always get, which of course, understandable. Such as shiny legendaries, those, especially shiny Rayquaza, shiny Mew. I haven't tried it because I started playing it too late, so I don't have anyone to trade with there. Well then that might change on that day, Veda. I have Legends, Arceus, BD, Violet and Sword. Also have Scarlet, my brothers, and Shield, also my brothers. Oh, that's more than plenty. And we can definitely trade as well. I mean, you're still owed some shinies, Classic, because you did do, remember you did, give me... Okay, sorry, my microphone kind of made a weird noise. I don't know if you heard anything. Oh yeah, you already gave me donation. And you can, I mean, you can tell me, Classic, via Discord DM or here what shinies you'd like, and you still can get them, and then you can request more, of course, on the giveaway stream. I have Legends Arceus, but only, well, not directly. My husband has it, but I do plan on playing that one as well, blind, streaming it. Classic, any chance you have a Miraidon spare, just so I can register it? Philip has mine. I do have a spare Miraidon if you just wanna touch trade, right? Just trade it back and forth. I mean, I have one that I could trade back and forth if that helps. Yeah, Miraidon is Violet's box legend. Oh, or Classic has a spare. Send you a list if you don't mind, see if you have any. Either me or Classic. Definitely we can help each other out as well. Oh, you wanna prevent me from seeing the spoilers? That's kind of you. Come on, Feebas. See, I would never dare to do the things that my twisted side wants me to do. Simple act of thinking inside my head is just enough to make me hate myself. See, that's what's called a intrusive thought. And a lot of people have them. A lot of sane people have them. I've had them as well. But that doesn't mean that you're evil. Just because these thoughts cross your mind doesn't mean that you are automatically going to act upon them. So maybe just keep that in mind. No need to hate yourself, Amit. Need a Miraidon plus a couple of Scarlet Paradox exclusives. The likes of Gouging Fire, not the regular exclusives. I will send you both a list, y'all are lifesavers. You're welcome, Evita. I know on the Miluetta there's a time limit, right? After a certain date, you can't get it anymore, I think. And what are the requirements again? You need to complete the Paldea Dex, right? To get the shiny Miluetta. Because I would like to have a shiny Miluetta, I don't have one. Because, you know, it's shiny locked. Ah, there we go. I'm gonna use it to gamble on SSBU fights. Oh, yeah, tell me about it. Are you just gambling, just using the in-game function? Or are you actually gambling with real money? Paldea decks with mons caught in no, not Sword and Shield. Sword and Veiled. Who doesn't know these two iconic Pokemon games? Did you pick Sword or did you pick Veiled? I personally picked Veiled with a V. What? Violet? I never heard of that. I don't know what that is. Pretty sure that's fake. And then, oh yeah, with the epilogue, Oh no, never mind. I think Infinite Fusion is a DS hack, isn't it? In-game money. Ah, I see. That function. There's lots of games where you can gamble, for better or for worse. I mean, that was a big discussion in the European Parliament, what we should do about it. It's also the reason why some Pokemon games in some PAL versions have been censored to not have a game facility, as in no gambling. Nearly burnt myself with my food from that one, Yana. Excuse me. I mean, as I said before, I have all the Paradoxmon. I have every single Pokemon. Although it seems like most of the ones that I have from that also are in the Paldea Dex seem to be from older games, so that doesn't count. Eating and then I need to sit down and write it down. Alright, enjoy your meal, Iveda. Wonder if James can make it tonight. Pretty sure my brother has access to Scarlet's version exclusives, if you need any of those. Hey there, Saltmon, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Oh no, you feel terrible? Feel terrible and disgusting. I'm thinking of my actions from 3 or 2 years ago. Oh no, are you ruminating about something you regret doing? I'm sorry, Saltmon. I also kind of had that problem today. I was just grieving over a pet that I lost through an accident. And I've been really melancholic for the whole day. Even honestly crying. But it's better to let these feelings out than to keep them bottling up. That is not good. You regret a lot. I see. I mean, you don't need to share if you don't want to. But I hope at least you let some steam out. I hope that helps. We'll check. I'm fairly certain I have them all, but I'm an airhead, so who knows. Was a disgusting bully online when I was younger. Thankfully I changed. I see, but you changed, and that is a wonderful thing. I think you should also feel pride for the fact that you you identified what was wrong, B, you changed it, and C, you actually, regret also shows a change of character. In this sense, a good one, because you regret a bad action, and that means you don't want to do that again. And that means you're actually a much better person than you probably think you are. Even if you do feel disgusted, I get it. I also have that still at 30 years old, sometimes just randomly, I don't know, folding the laundry, and then you get not a flashback, but you just suddenly remember something that you did as a kid or as a teenager that you massively regret. And then you feel really shameful and you cringe even. And that just comes out of freaking nowhere. I mean, it's not nice going through it. It doesn't feel good. It's not neat. It definitely makes you more anxious and just makes you feel worse. But at least try to look at the positive aspect of it. As in, you changed, you became a better person. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I always see myself as worse than what I actually am. Whatever the point is, I regret it a lot. Yeah, I get it. That is... It feels dirty, doesn't it? It just feels nasty. Like a wound that you've healed from for so long, and then it just starts hurting again. You speak like a therapist. So many people say that. I guess that's just the side effect of pretty much growing up with therapists. Yeah, I think that, I mean, I'm not a therapist, right? I didn't study that. I don't have a degree in therapy, but apparently I do speak like one. Would like to apologize to a few people that I haven't met in a long time. I actually think this is a good idea, Saltmon, because as someone who has been bullied, one thing I really wished I would have gotten from them was an apology. You know, a simple, hey, I know I have been kind of an ass to you. I would like to say sorry. That wasn't right. And that's it. I didn't really have any bullies, sorry about that. Of mine come forward and say I'm sorry, but if someone did, I actually would have really liked that, so I think that would be a good idea, someone. But yeah, I think everyone has things like these where you just think back and you just, you cringe as you are reminded of something. You just nowadays you just ask yourself, why have I done that? What was the reason? Maybe what did I gain from it? Maybe giving them the apology will help you deal with these feelings. I mean, that's not for complete certain, but it's not 100% certain that that will happen. But at least, or at the very least, you'll do an action that's commendable. And I think that's good enough. I already think it's great that you recognize said behavior was toxic and that you're against it now, because you don't want to know how many people are stuck in one mindset for the rest of their lives, just being mean and nasty bullies and not seeing the fault in that, never having any kind of introspection. Now that is a kind of person I don't want to be with. Those are really dangerous. When they do mistakes or things that just are really bad, behavioral wise or just in general. Actions that hurt people and they never change and they don't even see the fault. Bonus points if they never see the fault in themselves and only in others. As in not a nice bonus points, as in that's even more red flags. And you don't have those, so maybe also tap yourself on the shoulder for all the good things that you have. Especially since you're a minor, and I know adults who don't have your mindset, Salmon, so maybe it's time for a little pride as well. Once got really mad at someone calling a favorite of mine overrated. And I spammed comments on them on TikTok. I'm searching for that person, but I'm not succeeding. I see. I mean, yeah, that is unnecessary, but I think that's much more harmless than the vast majority of cyberbullying. Don't you think? Yeses? What are you trying to say, Amit? Come on, fish. It's also kind of annoying that some Pokemon, or at least now with the newer games, you can't have all the Pokemon anymore. Which sucks. I mean, there's no good reason for that, in my opinion. They could definitely put all the Pokemon in the games if they wanted to. I'm not saying they're lazy, because that's not really true. It's just a overworked team that just can't. I mean, with the limited budget that they have for the games and the limited time that they have to develop, also the methods that they use probably to develop their games, or just in general plan and program, seem to be very antiquated. Why would they make Paldea as like an island on a huge sea that's as large as the sun? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. That's just so much skybox that needs to get rendered. So much stuff that you don't need. Or if you look at the way Sun and Moon have been programmed, like every island has multiple human models of characters like Lily and others, just stacked like this, and it could have been solved in a much better way. I just don't understand why they did that. But I think it's because they just don't have the time. They just need to, excuse my French, but shit out a Pokemon game every 2 years. I don't think that's a good business model. I'd be willing to wait longer for a new generation if it meant that the games were higher quality and that I could just bring all the Pokemon over that I have. Eontimer giving up again? But I'm not. Go, beautiful Relicanth. You won't believe it, my parents just told me because I'm doing amazing at school and I'm 100% going to pass. They're buying me a PC by the end of school. Nice! Okay, that's why you said yes. That's really nice. Congratulations, Amit. I'm really happy for you. That's really cool. My team in Omega Ruby has a gender ratio of 2:4. My Shining Pearl has a 3:1 and X has a 3:3. I'm assuming the 3:1 is one is genderless. I hate Gen 9. I mean, I haven't played Gen 9 as of yet, so I can't say I hate it. But I am very disappointed in the newer games, like starting from Sword and Shield. The main Pokemon games definitely have gone downhill in terms of quality. Oh, I checked and I was wrong. Apparently it's every iteration of the Paldea Dex. So the base plus DLCs. So there's more that I need to breed to get apparently. But for Paradox Mons I'm only missing Midaidon, Gouging Fire and Raging Bolt. I do have those two. Do you need to keep them? Or do you need to just trade them back and forth? Because I could try to get another one, usually when I clone shinies. And I put them on the GTS and I ask for a legendary like this, then usually I get them. Like for example, I clone a, let's say, shiny Rayquaza and I ask a gouging fire, I definitely get it. Another gouging fire, and then you can keep that one. Okay, my mic makes weird noises, although I don't know if that's... No, it is from the headphones. Okay, strange. Seems like only I can hear them. Sword and Shield at least looks kinda decent. Debatable, but yeah. Scarlet and Violet looks like a GameCube game. Yeah, I mean, with the kind of budget that they have, it's kind of laughable, isn't it? It's a $1 billion franchise and this is the best they can do. I don't know. Kinda sus if you ask me. Nope, just register and send them back. That is handy. That's how I got the entire Pokédex. I just cloned them. I know everyone wants a shiny Rayquaza or just any of these shinies. They're not gonna say no to a shiny Mew. Well, Mew I can't really trade in Deoxys because they're mythicals. But shiny Rayquaza and all that, yeah. They don't say no to that. And that is a secret. What Pokemon do you need? I'm gonna play Sword in a minute and try getting Gigantamax on my Corviknight. Ah, I remember when I failed a shiny Corviknight. That hurt, not gonna lie. Fun fact, my Baby Yoda plushie became my flies racket. Every fly I see, I kill it with the Baby Yoda plushie. Oh jeez. That is very oddly specific, but oh well. Baby Yoda is now the fly killer, I see. Sorry, I'm back. I totally just fell asleep. Oh, that's okay, Kaiser. So now it's the weekend, and isn't it Black Friday today? Scarlet exclusives Jungmo and the line Sheldon Hydrogen Pupitar. Got that name. Oh, I have a I caught a shiny Jungmo in Sun. BDSP looks like Link's Awakening remake in a way. I think the more chibi look isn't too bad, but I wish they made remakes. I wish they made remakes at more like the old 3DS days. Oh, like Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Those were really good remakes. They really added a lot. Kept the charm and the soul of the original Gen 2 games, and also the spirit. And at the same time still being a good or even excellent Gen 4 experience at the same time. It's just really good. Very good remakes. I don't think we ever touched that level of good remakes ever again in Pokemon. Because Auras, they're not bad games, but they don't come close to Heart and Gold. And they kinda did ruin the music, in my opinion. Gen 9 is good, not great, but good. I think judging a game on graphics is usually a poor reason to dislike a game. I would definitely agree with that. I've had countless of arguments with gamers about that specific issue. I always say a game should be more judged in the gameplay aspect and not so much on the graphic aspect. Because a beautiful bike that is non-functional is still a worse bike than a ugly bike that is fully functional. Same with video games. was planning on trading my spare Palkia Dialga. I have 3 of them, each regular sadly. For Zacian, whatever legendary I'm missing. Oh yeah, Zacian. I would love to have a shiny one, that looks really good. I mean, the hot pink, of course. Oh, you dislike Gen 9 for other reasons, that's fair. It's not fun at all, I don't like it. Well, I wonder what my reaction's gonna be when I play it blind. I mean, you're gonna see my reaction if you're gonna be there for the stream. Sorry if I botched the name, so all good. It's Black Friday. It's not an official holiday, just a term to dub the day after Thanksgiving, where there are a ton of sales where it's just them raising prices for 9 months, yeah, and then decreasing prices back to their normal MSRP. Very old trick, and it always works. They try really hard to bring Black Friday over to Europe, with varying degrees of success. But isn't there an Amazon strike going on right now, which based? Very based, I might add. Shiny Jungmo looks so good in Scarlet Violet, like the metal overall. Oh, I need to see this then, because I mean, it's not a Jungmo anymore, it's the final evolution. But I would like to see that. I'm definitely gonna bring that one over. Yeah. It's a shiny that a lot of people don't like. I wonder why. Okay, it's hot pink with that kind of khaki color. Well, that yellow greenish color, I really don't like that one. Still, with fuchsia it really works. Or just with that hot pink. Hard Gold, Soul Silver, but also Auras was peak. Both of them are my favorite Pokemon games. Or all 4 of them, since they're 4 games essentially. Hate that they're making them easier overall, to be honest. But since they're meant to be children games, I guess it cannot be helped. Yeah, I mean, that and if I think back how brutal some of the older ones were, I don't know. I do wish they would maybe give a hard mode for, you know, seasoned players of the game. Someone like you and I who have been playing the games for decades. I love Auras, absolute blast. I also enjoyed Auras, but just saying, I personally think from a game design perspective, Heart Gold and Soul Silver were peak Pokemon remakes. Alright, let's try again. Wish our Heart Gold Soul Silver was better, honestly. They should have fixed the awful level scaling in those games. That is true. Although it didn't really bother me that much because I always tend to train my Pokemon on routes. So that I'm always a bit higher level than my opponents. But still, the level scaling in the original games were really weird. Definitely. Yeah, you can have a great remake and it still has some significant flaws. And please, fish, just bite. What's the problem? Also, while I love Auras, they should have had more Emerald features. Definitely. No idea why they didn't add that stuff. Yeah, that Pokemon Tower thing. I mean, why not the whole battle facility? That really sucked. Started to notice that my Pokemon teams generally have more members of the gender that my starter is. Conscious choice or a coincidence? Just avoid the water and you'll be fine. My favorite games are Hard Gold, Soul Silver, Auras, X and Y, Platinum, DP, in that order. You don't really like the Hoenn games that much, as in the GBA games? My favorite shiny is Shiny Meditite. Well, you could potentially wish for one for Christmas. I do have a Shiny Meditite that has 4 perfect IVs for my friend Ruby that you could have. Como, I like it. I also like it. To be fair, I like dragons in general. It's my second favorite type, of course. I usually really like dragon types. Also the quirky ones. That's just the nature of Pokemon, you know. They have more dark ghosts and they also have more quirky ghosts. I like it. It's just like with every other type. They have more serious fairies. They also have quirky fairies that are just a food item. Don't have a fave shiny, but I love shiny for Lynx. What would be my favorite shiny? I guess all the hot pink ones. That's an easy pick though then. There's a lot of them though. Just had a lot of nostalgia for X and Y. Had a 2DS in my elementary school days, I see. Yeah, then of course you're gonna have nostalgia for X and Y, completely understandable. In my opinion, not to start a flame war, here we go, but X and Y are pretty boring. I mean, I like the games, but yeah, they have parts that are very stale. I do have to agree with that. Not bad games, but I have no desire to ever replay those games. Auras is just X and Y, but way better. In terms of replayability, yeah, you might actually be onto something. And please do share your unpopular opinions. Do not shy away from sharing them. See, it was doing a Nuzlocke, so the alpha level scaling really annoyed me, yeah. That is completely understandable. Made it so I lost 2 Pokemon every gym at least. Made me notice a lot of the flaws in those games. And that's fair. And then you also say that's fair. I'm very nostalgic for Black and White for similar reasons. And me for, I mean, the older games, like this one. Although I've always seen the massive flaws of Red and Blue, even back then. Mostly coincidences. My Blaziken is a female and I have more gals in Omega Ruby. My Infernape is a male and I have more guys in SP. I see. What do you guys think of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl then? Do you think it's good? I mean, from my impressions, just seeing footage, I'm not impressed. But then again, I haven't played it, so maybe my opinion will change. Meditite is on your list? Alright. Oh, hey there, Emo Kid. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Oh wait, we're getting raided. We're getting raided. Wonderful. Welcome, raiders. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Kappa Fee is raiding me. Welcome, raiders. Hello there, Toku Prime. Hello there, Chicken. Nice username there. We should definitely also raid when the stream is over. I bet, Saltmon, you want a shiny Volbeat. And maybe also shiny Oddish. Also not sure what you mean by they ruined the music in Auras. I feel like overall they improved the music. Really? While the originals are nostalgic. I mean, it just sounds like a MIDI mishmash. It sounds kind of soulless. Not well instrumented. It's way too many trumpets. I mean, I kind of like the Hoenn trumpets. To be fair, I get when you say that is a bit too much. But I think that just gives it the flair, you know? Makes it really stand out. Thank you, Kupafi, again for the raid. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. And also welcome to the stream, Amanda Jones. Welcome any raider. I am trying for a shiny Feebas. And as you can see, I'm having a timer run. I have a other program open. That's because, I mean, I'm not using action replay or anything. This isn't really cheating. This is RNG manipulation. So what I'm basically doing is these games, and those are actual games. I'm playing on a GameCube. And I have an actual cartridge inserted. So I have a GameCube add-on that lets me play GBA games on the GameCube. And that's what I stream through OBS. And these games, the internal battery has run dry. And what that means is the in-game time does not elapse anymore. And that means after a certain time, I always get this very same Pokemon. And after a specific amount of seconds, in my case exactly 69 seconds and 918 milliseconds if I time this perfectly twice, then I get a square shiny Feebas with the following level 35. It's gonna be female. And it's gonna have these IVs, so pretty good IVs. And that's what RNG manipulation is. I've been getting hundreds of shinies this way. And on Christmas, so the 25th, I'm doing a shiny giveaway among my viewers. This is just one of the shinies that I have. This is what I got yesterday. Square shiny Rayquaza. My second shiny Rayquaza. And yeah, in December on the 25th, I'm gonna do a giveaway among my viewers. So maybe if you're interested and you also want a shiny that I clone, and then I transfer it over from bank to home, and then you can have it as well. What do you call a fried Pokemon? Torchic? I mean, isn't it convenient that Torchic is already cooked? I always make that joke, but I think it's a freebie, isn't it? It's about 20 years of being out, the music hasn't always aged the best due to the crunchiness of the GBA forces on the music compressed. True, but that was just the way music functioned back then. Route 113 is downgrade in Auras. Not just that one, but, well, I guess it's debatable. The secret base theme is so good there, the GBA one doesn't match at all. I mean, yeah, the secret base one is nice, that I have to admit. They didn't ruin everything. but just a wild battle theme, for example. Oh, come on, I really failed that one. The wild battle theme, for example. I don't know, it feels so soulless. Oh wait, wrong reset. Try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. It's just so soulless. Gonna post a massive hot take. Oh, please do. And you don't need to apologize for leaving Emo Kid. If you fall asleep, then you just fall asleep. That's completely alright. Come on, fish. Swampert should just get banned for Nuzlocke. Dude's as strong as a pseudo for Hoenn. Even just not fully evolved Marshtomp is good by himself. That's true. Why? That's also the reason why they usually choose Mudkip, as in speedrunners. BDFP is disappointing. And also welcome Emily Hopkins. For some reason your name has a grey square surrounding it and it has a check mark. I do wonder why. Maybe she's special. Raid gang, sit here and raid like proud raiders. That's the spirit. And I do want to hear a joke as well. Sometimes I'm kind of behind chat. Or sometimes I mean a lot. Strike up the band, harp. Exactly, Decepticon. I'm not entirely certain what you mean by that, but let's just agree. I feel like all the modern Pokemon themes are very MIDI though. Same with a lot of games, unless they have an orchestrated soundtrack, which most games don't, they are going to sound a bit soulless. True, but for example, the GameCube Pokemon games, they also have a I mean, it's orchestrated, but it's MIDI orchestrated, right? It's very obvious that they used a DAW, so a DAW sound font thing. It's not an actual orchestra, and yet it doesn't sound soulless. It's hard to describe though. I'm just, in general, I don't like how they didn't bring back that trumpet feeling. Wish I had an OG 3DS so that I could finally play handhelds on their OG models. I've got an OG GBA, I've got a DS Fat. I thought you had a 3DS, but it's not an OG one. I really want a Petaduck. I don't even know if you can get a pet duck in the first place, honestly. Torchic mentioned peak, Torchic bros, we win. Someone loves Torchic over here. Peak, yes. Peak chicken. Absolutely. Mudkip on top. Well, for me, Mudkip wins. Speed boost, check. Cuteness, check. 120 attack, check. 110 special attack, check. Peak type, check. Now that's debatable. Some people hate the firefighters as they're known. But I think that is kind of overhated. Just because we had that for 3 generations straight. A firefighter starter. Oh, the line is so based. Adorable first stage, funny second stage, badass third stage. Yeah, in general, Generation 3 starters are just solid. Like, everyone is solid. Emily Hopkins has 604k subs? Holy moly. Let me go to that channel and check out. I was about to say that name seems very, very familiar. Oh, neat! I wonder if she's still in the stream, but wow, I do feel really honored. I think that's the most popular YouTuber I had in my streams. So congratulations. Oh, that's her. God, you know, I'm really bad with names and faces. But now I recognize her. That's really awesome. Main character of YouTube, potentially. Wow. She owns YouTube? Maybe through her we could make YouTube better. That would be worth a shot. I should be the humble one now. Wow. Wonderful that she somehow found my stream. You have a 2DS. Okay, do you really want a 3DS instead? You can also hack your 2DS and then play them on there. Come on, stupid game. Give me my fish. I have to listen to the entirety of the RSE and OS soundtrack back to back, but I think they sound way better. Like, as crazy as it sounds, the OST was one of the good things in OS, in my opinion. I mean, that's fair if you think that. I just miss the French trumpets that they used in the GBA games. Firefighting is not peak typing, it's overused. There we go, there's someone who doesn't like that typing. Some people just think it's really overused and annoying. Or just overdone. Come on, where's my successful broadcasts? Getting a PC, we can like Elden Ring together and maybe spam some toxic. Use it well, the new PC, Amit. That is my advice, use it well. Finally. A broadcast that works. No idea why they didn't make Ember from Gen 5 a Fire Dark type. He looks way more like a Fire Dark than a Firefighting. It's a good point. But I never really used Ember that much. I kind of ignored it always. I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. Emily Hopkins' name sounds like a main character in a J.K. Rowling movie. Okay, not sure what you mean by that. Right, I fell asleep. I think I'll need to actually go sleep now and join Philip. That's alright, I mean, it is late after all. And you're probably tired from work as well. Wouldn't blame Philip either, if he's asleep. See y'all when I see y'all, and Yana/Classic, I'll send the final list at some stage tomorrow. Alright, Ivana, thank you so much for being part of the stream. And I wish you a good night and sleep tight, and I mean, you know the rest, right? He's been asleep since 9. Oh, then he really needs it. I'm asleep in a minute. My viewer base is going to bed. Maybe I should stream a bit earlier. I mean, if you have suggestions of different timetables for me to stream, I do listen to that. So if you'd say maybe start streaming earlier, because I'm always tired when you stream, then go ahead, suggest a time where I should stream. I think RSE had some solid synths that usually don't get credit. I really like it. It really makes it seem so tropical, the region of Hoenn, with these French horns. It really gives it a very nice and unique vibe. And I just feel like Oras does not get that vibe right. But that's just my opinion. I mean, you could debate over that. I think it comes down to taste. No, come on. Still no shiny Feebas. will abuse my PC, that for sure, oh boy. Woke up extremely early, and although he was home all day, he just spent the day deep cleaning, so poor thing was wrecked. Oh, I understand. I definitely get it. So he definitely deserved that sleep. I'm not gonna wake him up. Not that I could. But yeah, good night, Ibida. Slate port's little background synth arpeggio that kicks in at one point. Yeah, that's just one of the many examples, and also some route themes are just... Maybe it's also a bit of nostalgia, because as a kid I grew up with the GBA games. That could also be a factor, in my opinion. Personally go without a generation chosen instruments. Makes the songs sound really similar and dull sometimes with the less memorable songs. That's fair. Fire Red Leaf Green Os, however, I ain't giving them any credit. At least 80% of the soundtrack is just soulless. I mean, I do like it, but it could be maybe a bit better though. Yeah, that's true. Imagine being in a country where it's late right now. Couldn't be me. Alright, classic good night. Thank you so much for being part of the stream. Sleep tight and do not let the bedbugs bite. No, we do not let the bedbugs bite, Kaiser. Very important. You don't want them to bite. It's not good. Guys, is it normal to always turn off the light and listen to sad songs and music while writing and studying? It's dark now because that's my life. I mean, I personally don't think that it's important whether or not it's normal or not. But I would say a lot of people do that, where they just change their environment to a certain mood or vibe, and then they write something. I've done that as well. So if it works, that's all that you need. Who cares if it's not normal? Imagine being a normie nowadays. I think Route 110 stream got repetitive. I wish 114, 117 specifically had a different route theme. That's true. More route themes usually don't hurt. I'm always tired when you stream, not because you stream at a bad time, but because I'm always tired. Ah yes, depression isn't nice. The constant exhaustion. Oh, the GBA songs from Kirby, those are a vibe, absolutely. Those are really good. Love the bass on these. GBA Kirby is great, absolutely. I still think Kirby's Amazing Mirror is one of the best games in the series. It's a Metroidvania Kirby game, and it's well designed. Bedbugs like the Volbeat I found in my bed. That's not a bedbug, but I hope it doesn't bite you either. That wouldn't be so good. Hey there, Kinox, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? We got raided earlier, and I had a YouTuber in here who has over 500,000 subscribers. So yeah, that happened. Kind of starstruck still. So that's really neat. And it really is the real her. With the tick and all. Wish all my Pokemon were real. How is everyone? I had a melancholic sad day today. But I am already feeling much better. Hope you're better. And my microphone is doing some weird sounds, even though I have to rewatch the stream when it's a video on demand and see if that sound is still there. It's weird. It's like a weird peeping. No, beeping, but not really. Like a scratch beep. Weird. Volby doesn't learn crunch, then you got nothing to fear. Okay, can I get a successful broadcast, please, game? No? Okay. Not even when I'm not depressed, I'm still always tired. It's a skill of mine. I see. Hey there, Phantom Fox. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Finnegan Fox. Okay. Sure. Come on, game. Don't do this to me. You're having a bad day? Oh no. I'm really... Oh no, that's not good. Hope you're doing better now. When Jonna starts saying she hopes the bedbugs bite, the world is empty. Yeah, that's true. That's when the apocalypse happens. Yeah, it was, you know when you have a dream and you just see either a deceased person or a deceased pet in that dream being alive, and then during the day, when you wake up and you just do your life stuff, you just mourn for that person. At least that's what happened to me today, but it was not mourning for a person, so to speak, not a human being. It was mourning for a pet that I lost in a very unfortunate accident. I still can't get over that death, I have to say. Like, as much as I love some of the more modern games, like Return to Dreamland or Forgotten Land, I wish Amazing Mirror sold better so they'd have designed more games like it. Oh, exactly, Kaiser Kamazin, exactly. So unfortunate that it didn't sell well, so probably the developers assume it's not really wanted, but the 2D gameplay with Kirby and Metroidvania-like level design just works. It works really well, and just you being able to connect to friends and play the game together, that is definitely wonderful. I have a lot of great memories playing that game. Jonna will use her crow army to make the bedbugs bite. Or maybe it's the crows that bite. Yes, my army is steadily growing. Because of me, their fledglings have all, I think, survived into adulthood. And yeah, they had a lot of kids. And there's a lot of more crows now in the area where I live. And every day I feed them at either my windowsill or some specific spots where I know where they live. Or where they flock together, usually close to fast food joints. Like a McDonald's or something. Or Quick, which you don't have. Quick is like a Belgian McDonald's, even though it's much better than McDonald's. It's actually fast food that I can eat without having to vomit afterwards. Which is saying a lot. Or maybe I'm just not used to eating fast food that much, which is a good thing. But yeah, It's actually kind of easy to find them where they are. They really are often near gas stations or the highways or fast food joints or supermarket parking spots. Cops find you today? Oh man, that sucks. A cab. Have to pay $100 or show up to court on the 10th of December for loitering? God, I think loitering is such a nonsense thing. Loitering is just how dare you exist there. It's just completely nuts. I don't understand how such a law can even exist. Like, sorry for existing outside what you want him to do. It's just crazy. Loitering. What a joke. You just were standing somewhere where you shouldn't, right? Even though I think that idea in and of itself is crazy. Loitering is just God. There's a squirrel eating the pumpkins on my doorstep. Is that a random thing that you say, Phantom Fox, or is that actually happening? What starter Pokemon would be the best to hug? Piplup? At least at one point in my life I want to hug a penguin. Really bad. Although I don't know how to do that. Can't exactly just casually go to the Antarctic and hug one. And there's not that many zoos that allow you to do that either. But I just want to hug a penguin, just once. Any starter that would be actively dangerous to touch. All the fire ones. I mean, imagine having a fire cat lit. And then, instead of the cat just being silly and angry, it burns your house down. I wouldn't hug a Charizard. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, if the Charizard doesn't burn me, then maybe. But then again, it doesn't look too huggable. F this country legit, I mean... Loitering is just something that's... I don't know, it's ridiculous for just existing. Think about my cracked saucebuck and my white two Nuzlocke named Santana right now. What do you mean cracked? Oh come on game, what's up with all these broadcasts failing? Threw up earlier actually, oh no. Oh, not sick, I just swallowed something that caused some of the worst sensory issues ever. Made me barf. Is it out now, at least? Then... at least there's that relief. Trying to find money, my mom says she can help me supposedly, but I don't know. Oh, that really sucks. What happens when you go to that, when you go on court on the 10th of December? At one point in my life I want to pet a duck. Well, I can say with confidence I've been there. I did pet multiple ducks. Wild ones even. I don't know, they just seem to not mind me. Or at least just random ducks and geese just came close to me. I didn't even approach them, they just came to me. I don't know why, I don't really look like someone who gives them bread, but they just approached me and didn't bite me or anything. When I hug Torchic it seems soft. That's true. And as much as I like Empoleon, I don't know if hugging a metal penguin with a lot of sharp extrusions coming from its body. I don't know if that's such a good feeling. Struggling to find a job, same Kinox. I've got more rejections now. It's kind of depressing. Apparently I can ask the court to give me more time. Alright. But still loitering. Loitering is just, when you look up the definition, it's basically standing somewhere outside. It's like, why is this a crime? This is ridiculous as someone who is European. I know, it's just like a culture shock. Apparently I can... Oh yeah, I already read that, my bad. Brain not functioning, please wait before the brain software gets restarted. Tell me a game to Nuzlocke. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Diamond, Pearl or Platinum. I think you did Emerald already, right? If not Platinum. Cracked isn't really good. Ah, I see, I get you. Squirtle plus is squirrel plus turtle, yes. But I also think it's squirrel as in that tail. But I thought it came also from squirt, as in squirt water, like a water gun. You're so lucky, Jonna, like Cinderella. My husband and my parents and a lot of my friends always say I'm a Disney princess. I don't know, just animals come to me. I don't know why. I guess I give them good signals of I'm not gonna hurt you, which is true. I don't find pleasure in hurting random animals. And maybe that helps befriending the crows. They come really close now as well. I mean, one scared me kind of because it was literally just standing 1 centimeter behind me. I'm gonna head out. Thanks for the stream as usual. Well, thank you for being part of the stream, Kaiser Kamazin. Sorry about what you went through today. Hopefully you feel better now that it's out. And remember, I will not stream tomorrow. I am invited to a birthday. I'm probably gonna be there for a very long time. So on Sunday I will stream again, and I hope I will see you on Sunday. So have a good one. I like chicken for Hoenn and I like monkey for Sinnoh. Monkey. Oh, you have platinum already? Well then my pick would be emerald. I think Pokemon with Swift Swim would be, or should be, quicker at using Surf and Waterfall outside of battle and dive. Or maybe they should be quicker when it rains in the overworld. Apparently there's a few people that can help me, but I don't know, hopefully. If I pay the $100 I don't have to show up to court. That sucks though, that's a lot of money for something that's... Oh. Unfortunately I'm kinda short on cash myself. Got $100 just for standing somewhere where the cops don't want you to stand. Very stupid. Very unfortunate as well. Oh, fish! Oh, there we go. Cops are a-holes, tell me something new. For some reason there's some Pokemon that I've exclusively used in certain ways. Like, I'm interested. I mean, I know there's some Pokemon that I've only used as, I know this is sad, but kind of HM slaves. I guess you're trying to say the same or something similar. Okay, no, probably not. Yeah, that's not a shiny. How long until I get that fabled square shiny Feebas? I'm anxious as F. I mean, I understand. But how did that happen if I'm allowed to know? You're just standing somewhere and a cop gave you a ticket? Oh yeah, Tropius. Always used as a HM slave because it's such a good one, I have to say. All Zangooses I've ever owned were female. Usually just get Pokemon to beat the second gym I never use again for RSE. If you want a shiny Zangoose, I do have one. If you're interested. We're taking shelter from the rain. 2 cops showed up and fined me. We were there for like 2 minutes. What the hell? You're not allowed to take shelter from the rain now? Huh? That's insane. I mean, the shiny Zangoose is a shiny that's commonly requested, or when I say I have one, that's where people usually go, okay, give me that one. I also have Survivors as shiny. It's gonna be fun, the giveaway. A neat way to celebrate Christmas. Yeah, that's awful for Kinox, I agree. I just can't wrap my head around that. It's just... Why? Why does that even exist? I know I said that a bajillion times already, but huh? It just... Huh? Huh? Why? I just imagine standing somewhere to not get rain on me and then a cop saying, pay me $100? It's just baffling. Completely and utterly baffling. Trying to find more synonyms, but I guess it's all about saying the same thing essentially. It's insane. Definitely moving to Europe when I can. Oh, so many people are now applying for that they want to move to Europe. I know so many people now that want to move to Europe. I even get questions or DMs as in, how do I emigrate to Luxembourg? Which I'm not really that knowledgeable about because, to be fair, I am a EU national, I'm a Luxembourgish national. I never had to apply for a permanent visa in Europe, so I wouldn't know the bureaucratic processes that you need to go through. Someone steals me Volbeat. In my head I read that in the Mr. Krabs voice. Because of the me. Can really do a good impression. Yeah, loitering is just one of the dumbest things ever. So, honestly, just look up, just Google loitering, what that is. It's, in my eyes, that's not a crime. And it's crazy that it even exists. My friends tell me I'm fine, that I shouldn't be facing jail time. I mean, I know someone who also had got fined for loitering, and he also did not have to face jail time. But that specific case was a German guy, not a Chilean guy. I don't know if that makes a difference. I know someone from Germany, from Rhineland-Palatinate, who he has family in America, and he sometimes visited them. And he was just walking outside in the suburbs, and he got fined for loitering. And that was just a really big culture shock for him. He literally couldn't understand what the hell was wrong. Bad effing day. I'm sorry, Qnox. Just asking, what type of Torchics do you have? I do have a shiny Torchic, if you're interested. A square shiny timid Torchic. Oh, come on, fish. Sometimes I get so unlucky. Oh god, please don't come back, allergy. I kind of had to dedust my computer, and I should have put my nose spray in. I have a anti-allergy nose spray, and I forgot to put that or use that, and now I'm paying the price because I've been sniffling essentially for the whole day and sneezing. I really hate that kind of allergy, like dust is everywhere. Can't even really dust without having to wear a mask and put that stupid nose spray in. That's why I usually ask my husband to dust for me. And then I do something else. I take another chore. But it's really stupid if you're allergic to dust. Just allergies in general, that's a flaw. God, fix it. Your code has flaws, please. Fix the universe, update it. It's been 13.7 billion years, don't you think that merits a upgrade? No? And I have allergies. Why do I have allergies against dust? Dust is freaking everywhere. To be fair, Salmon, the shiny Torchic that I have will not have speed boost. Although, isn't there an item in the newer Pokemon games where you can give it its hidden ability? I think so, right? Take that as you... Oh jeez. Sorry about that. Take that as you will. Most people prefer Mudkip anyways. I also have a shiny Mudkip. Or if you prefer, a shiny Swampert level 50 or level 100. Oh god, sorry. Oh no, allergy, please. Why does it always need to happen when I stream? I was free of the sniffling and the coughing now. Oh god, next time I really need to take that medication before I dust my computer again. Would be peak if it had a fire-looking feather on its head and it was orange. Oh, that emoji. Yeah, ability patch, exactly. Well, the ability capsule is another item that gives you the second or first ability, but I think the ability patch specifically gives you the hidden ability. You freaking out? Oh, please don't, Qnox. Did you find something out that's bad? What's happening? Oh, I feel really bad, I'm sorry. That must suck. Oh god, I went through so many tissue papers today. Well, until now, at least I didn't have to sneeze. But still, my nose is still hurting. Or kind of sore from having to sneeze that much today. God, I wish I could get rid of that allergy. Not just that one, the cat allergy also needs to go. Fine, jail time or community service. I would avoid jail time at any cost. So I don't go with the fine or with the community service. But don't go for the jail. I don't think jail looks good if you want to get future employment. Something else that would be peak would be corefish. Oh, let me tell you, I actually have a shiny corefish that has 4 perfect IVs on my French Ruby. So that one would also be a shiny that you could pick. Jail? Wait, you guys would pick jail? I'm not certain with the laws in the US, because in jail, don't your future employees see that? Or not employees, employers, sorry. Don't they see that you've been to jail and then that makes your future endeavors getting a job even harder? Or maybe it's not like that in the US, I don't know. But you would say jail? Free housing and healthcare? I mean, free housing, I would still not go to jail for free housing and food. Yeah, no. That's not really a nice housing situation then. I mean, I was never in jail before and I hope I never will be. If I show up to court, I might have to pay court costs trying to pay this fine as soon as possible. Up to 60 days in jail. Are you the only one who got fined, or is another one, the other guy you were with, did he get fined as well? How long does jail last? I mean, that does depend. Oh, so it would be up to 60 days in jail. Oh, jeez. That's 2 months. For what? For loitering? Ridiculous. Absolutely asinine ridiculous. Just crazy. I'm just shaking my head at this. I know you don't see me right now, but oh god. Only one who got fined because the other 2 were under 21? Okay. It's very unfortunate still. Yeah, I would, if I were you, I'd try to get that fine paid as soon as possible. This is what I get for being kind. I mean, yeah, you know my opinion about that kind of police. But yeah, this is just ridiculous. The corefish has hypercut or shell armor. Does corefish get hypercut or is that a Mandela effect? Does it get hypercut? I don't think so. I could be wrong though. Shell armor, is that a egg move? I'd have to check Should have stayed home today. But you do have a home now, right? Because you said that. Loitering is just crazy though. God. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm sounding like a broken record here, but I know this makes me speechless, kind of. Check core fish abilities. I'll go check right now. Alright. I mean, the shiny that I can give you is from Ruby, so Gen 3 one. Use shelter program, I see. Loitering though, jeez. As if these people don't have problems. Need a Philip Farrell to pay the legal fees. Well, I mean, I don't expect him to pay for everything. But yeah, I mean, if you can get $10 from 10 different people. Like, do you already have the money that you need, or are you still looking to get some to pay the fine? I guess I could give you 10. That won't work. Just let me know. And try not to get caught for loitering again. Even though I think it's nonsense and it shouldn't even be a thing in the first place. But then again, I don't set the laws. I'm a smile on my mugshot. But do you really want to be in jail for 60 days? Still trying to find the money, I see. Oh, it gets hypercut and nice. So you're definitely gonna ask for the Torchic? For the Volbeat, I take it. And for the for a Corefish as well. No, I don't want to go to jail. Yeah, I mean, that's a good choice because... But that's just so ridiculous because jail just makes your life even tougher than it needs to be, and just people like you who need help right now, it just... Oh god, it just complicates things unnecessarily. I want to pay this as soon as possible. I get it. Is there like a limit on when you should be, as in when the fine should be paid? Alright, this is the last reset for tonight. Let's see. No, it doesn't look good. Again, no shiny Feebas, unfortunately. But I am not the kind to give up, so next Friday expect me to go again. I'm just seeing if one of the YouTubers that I watch is live right now. I wouldn't mind raiding a streamer as well. Right. Do you know Worster? He's actually streaming right now. Not that he really needs the raid, but why not? Actually really like the guy. Let's raid him if you want to. And until then... Oh wait, hang on, there's a couple of comments still. 1 Volbeat, Oddish, Torchic, Meditite, Lediba, Corefish, and Azumarill Meryl. Alright. Do write these down for the day that I do it. I have till the 10th of December to pay because that's my court day. Alright. The speedrunner hell, yeah. Yeah, he's one of my favorite Pokemon speedrunners. The mad lad. Alright, so thank you so much for being part of the stream, and hopefully I'm gonna see you on Sunday. So as always, have a good one, goodbye, and good night.